$7.50, equivalent to $21.812 in 2021, February 1907-1908. Before October, an upscale version of Model N.1. 15 Model SA red-colored, old-fashioned car with 3 seats and brass fittings. 18 brake horsepower, 13.4 kilowatts, inline 4-cylinder 2-speed planetary 84 inches, 213.4 centimeters, $700, equivalent to $20.358 in 2021, July 1907-1908. Before October, an upscale version of Model N.1. 15 Model TA red-colored, old-fashioned car with 4 seats and brass fittings. 22 brake horsepower, 16.4 kilowatts, L-head 4-cylinder 2-speed planetary 100 inches, 254.0 centimeters, $825, equivalent to $24.881 in 2021, September 27, 1908, 7. December 1909, 1. 19 declared the car of the century by an international jury of auto experts in December 1999. 17. After Ford in the 20th century. A red-colored, old-fashioned car with 4 seats and black-colored fittings. Studebaker assembled cars, like Thyssen, in the Piquette Avenue plant when it owned the building. The Ford Piquette Avenue plant was sold in January 1911 to Studebaker, amateur maker of various horse-drawn road vehicles since the 1850s. 1. 22 that same year, when the railroad spur line serving the factory was raised above street level, the loading dock behind the building was replaced with an elevated platform, level with the second floor. 1. 5 Also in 1911, Studebaker acquired the EMF company, which owned a different car manufacturing complex on Piquette Avenue. 1. 22 Studebaker began to put its name on the cars formerly produced by the EMF company in 1912. 1. 22 In 1913, the plant was one of the sites affected by the 1913 Studebaker strike, the automotive industry's first major labor strike. 18. In 1920, Studebaker built a 4-story, reinforced concrete building, known as the Studebaker Detroit Service Building, immediately west of the Piquette Avenue plant. 1. 5. 22 In 1926, the elevator stairwell combination in the Piquette Avenue plant's southwest side was moved slightly northwards. 1. 7 This enabled the Detroit Service Building to be connected to the Piquette Avenue plant's southwest corner on the second and third floors, which created a ground level, drive-through access point to the court between the two buildings. 1. 5. 7 Also in 1926, the machinery for both of the Piquette Avenue plant's elevators was replaced. 1. 7 Studebaker used the Piquette Avenue plant for car production until 1933. 19. In 1936, Studebaker sold the Piquette Avenue plant to the Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company, 3M, a producer of rubber auto parts and non-adhesive paper tape. 1. 23 Around 1937, the powerhouse and several other small buildings previously built by Ford Motor Company west of the factory were demolished. 1. 7. 23 The Cadillac Overall Company, a work clothes supplier, purchased the building in 1968. 1. 23. 9. The Heritage Investment Company bought the building in 1989 and owned it until 2000. 1. 23 Since the early 1990s, a company named General Linen and Uniform Service has occupied part of the Piquette Avenue plant's first floor. 1. 23 The Detroit Service Building next door is now used by Henry Ford Health System to store medical records. 1. 23. The openings that previously allowed direct access between the two buildings on the second and third floors are now sealed. 1. 5. The Piquette Avenue plant still stands in spite of the decline of Detroit, which began in the mid-20th century. 20. Model T Automotive Heritage Complex. An office with a carpet covering a tile floor, a desk and table covered with papers, a birdwatching telescope, and a vault embedded in the wall. Information about the office is printed on signs in the foreground. The restored office of Henry Ford in the Piquette Avenue plant. Note the birdwatching telescope on the right. The Ford Piquette Avenue plant was sold to the Model T Automotive Heritage Complex in April 2000. 21. Model T Automotive Heritage Complex is a 501c3 non-profit organization that has run the building as a museum since the 27th of July, 2001. 22. 23. The Piquette Avenue plant is the oldest purpose-built automotive factory building open to the public. 7. 24. 25. The museum located north of Midtown Detroit at 461 Piquette Street attracted 31,018 visitors in 2018. 26. 27. It contains over 40 early automobiles built by Ford Motor Company and other Detroit area car makers, as well as recreations of Henry Ford's office and the room where the Ford Model T was designed. 26. 28. One of the cars on display is Model T serial number 220, which was built at the factory in December 1908, and is one of the oldest surviving examples of that car model. 29. The museum's regular operating days are Wednesdays through Sundays. 26. The Piquette Avenue plant was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2002, designated as a Michigan State Historic Site in 2003, and became a National Historic Landmark in 2006. 30. The building has also been a contributing property for the surrounding Piquette Avenue Industrial Historic District since 2004. 31. The factory's front facade was fully restored to its 1904 appearance and revealed to the public on the 27th of September, 2008, the 100th anniversary of the completion of the first production Model T. 32, on the 11th of August, 2011. Model T Automotive Heritage Complex Membership Chairman Tom Genova was honored with a Rose Award from the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau in the Volunteers category. 33, 34, on the 18th of May, 2012. The Model T Automotive Heritage Complex won an Army Award from the National Association of Automobile Museums in the Films and Videos category for Division I, museums with budgets less than $300,000. 35. On the 10th of November, 2015, the window restoration team at the Piquette Avenue plant received a Motor City's National Heritage Area Award of Excellence in the Preservation category. 36. Around 2016, the National Park Service considered adding the Piquette Avenue plant to a list of places in the United States eligible for UNESCO World Heritage Site status. 37. It was ultimately not added, because it did not have enough of its original factory equipment, and because of recommendations that its nomination be expanded to include other Detroit area Ford Motor Company sites, such as the Highland Park Ford plant and the Ford River Rouge complex. 37. See also Durant Carriage Company Office, the Henry Ford List of Ford factories, Michigan Central Station. References.
Good. So what I think I will continue is 9 p.m. But I like to read this Highlands, and maybe I should read about Henry Ford tonight. But I will stop the video. It's 9 p.m. I will stop the video and upload this video now.